labor costs. I need to reduce my operational expenses. So by minimizing all these costs and expenses and repetitive tasks, I can actually achieve my strategy in reduction of the cost. As well as by minimizing human error and increasing efficiency, businesses can allocate resources more effectively. It would lead to greater financial savings. For example, enhancing productivity by streamlining processes such as supply chain management, inventory control, and other processes. This is very beneficial in the business planning. Thirdly, when we talk about business planning and AI, we must talk about risk management through predictive analytics. AI tools can forecast potential risks and uncertainties by analyzing the historical data and identifying certain patterns. This allows businesses to proactively address looming challenges, implement risk mitigation strategies, and enhance overall organization resilience. Fourth is the competitive edge. Organizations in their businesses leverage AI through innovating, faster innovations, responding to the market changes more rapidly, more promptly, as well as improving the overall agility. AI technologies it enable businesses to differentiate themselves in saturated markets. Fifth, we can talk about the fifth element in the impact of AI in today's strategic business planning is enhancing the customer engagement, the customer journey. Through any type, any sector that is using AI, it's very important to address the customers in our business strategy. Who is the stakeholder? Who is in the stakeholder pool? Who are our customers, whether it's internal or external stakeholders? So AI provides personalized experiences through tailored recommendations and communications, which can leverage the strategic successes of any organization and improve the outcome and financial incomes based on customer satisfaction related KPIs. Therefore, strategically, through including AI tools into the digital strategy of our organization, such as utilizing tools, chatbots, virtual assistants, predictive analysis, reports. These are all tools and means where organizations can enhance their customer service and the availability of support through AI. So, to conclude this slide, embracing AI is not just an option, it's an essential means for strategic planning and the competitive survival in today's modern business landscape. So, now when we go to module one and we need to understand AI in the context of business planning, the question is how does AI do it? How does AI operate in terms of assisting strategic planning? What are the exact steps? This is very important to know for everyone who has AI in their mind for usage in their business planning. So the first step is by AI continuously analyzing the data that we have. We as organization, we have data. We might have systems that are integrating with other systems and we have more data. So the first step is to know what kind of data that we have. If we have vast amounts of data through big data, social media, or even there are some available open data that some governments allow users to have for research as well as for entrepreneurship and so on. So by analyzing the data that we have that is being fed with from these multiple sources, such as organizational data, systems, platform data, social media, even news report, we can identify classifications and patterns that relate to our business. So the second step is the machine learning. After we know what data we have, we need now to go through the machine learning and generate predictive models that can forecast the likelihood of certain events that matter to us. So these AI models usually take into account various factors, such as, for example, data of our employees, or the data of our sales, or the data of our different branches in our business, in order to predict where and when certain events are likely to occur, including risks, including if there is some kind of, I think my screen Kindly, can you turn on the sharing screen? I have lost the sharing screen. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I have it now. Okay, perfect. So now, by anticipating the events that can happen in advance through the analyzing of this data, organizations can plan and allocate resources proactively, as well as improve their response strategies by implementing appropriate control measures to predict and contain any risks. One of the projects that I have participated in Saudi Arabia, it was a major national project in Saudi Arabia. It involved several organizations, and the main purpose was to have AI models that can predict the future number of COVID cases and also the future utilization of ICU beds in Saudi Arabia's hospitals during the pandemic. This project, it lasted about 6 months. It fully utilized AI. And it was a great example for AI predictions, how we can predict the number of infected patients in all different areas in Saudi Arabia, as well as how we can predict the number of ICU beds, the utilization of beds in the future. This is a great example for how we can use AI in our business planning in order to proactively prepare ourselves. And this project, it was a national project. It was a big success in Saudi Arabia, and we managed through it to predict the number of infected cases during the pandemic, as well as make sure that the hospitals in Saudi Arabia are well prepared to receive those number of predicted cases. Another important point I would like to mention is that AI algorithms can automate the processing of large volumes of data that allows faster and more efficient analysis. This would include categorization, prioritization of data, detecting anomalies, detecting outliers that may signify a certain event, and identify relevant trends or patterns that may have otherwise been missed by manual analysis. Therefore, AI algorithms, they can provide decision support to organizations as well as policymakers by presenting actionable insights based on the analysis of complex data. This can aid in strategic decision making, resource allocation, just like the example that I have mentioned from our national project in Saudi Arabia, as well as the development of effective interventions and policies. Moving forward, the key AI tools for business analysis. As we have mentioned earlier, the key characteristics of AI in business planning are intelligence as well as adaptability. Intelligence, it's the ability to analyze data and draw conclusions and make decisions based on complex algorithms. Adaptability, on the other hand, it's the capability to learn from new data and improve performance over time while operating independently without human intervention. This is where the machine learning part is very vital. So, when we talk about AI tools in business planning, there are different categories of these AI tools, such as predictive analysis tools. The function of the predictive analysis tools is to utilize historical data and machine learning algorithms to predict future trends, enabling businesses to make proactive strategic decisions. The second tool, which is very important, is the data visualization tools. The function of these tools is to transform complex data sets into interactive visual representations, making it easier for policymakers, for decision makers to comprehend insights and identify patterns. The third tool is very important. This is the customer relationship management systems with AI. This kind of integration where we can use AI to analyze the customer data, to provide insights into customer behavior, to enhance relationship management strategies through personalized interactions. There are many examples for customer relationship management. You can see now, especially in e-marketing in today's world, you can see that when you go to like for example, if you want to purchase something online, the next time you would like to also use the e-commerce and purchase another item, you will find recommendations based on your first choice. And these recommendations, these are the personalized experience through AI. It can predict what items you will be interested to purchase in the future based on the first selection. So there are many smart ways where you can, as a business, utilize AI to improve the customer relationship management, in addition, of course, to the chatbots and others. Now, when we talk about another tool, which is the business intelligence platforms or the BI platforms, the function of this BI platform is to aggregate and analyze business data from various sources, helping organizations to derive actionable insights and inform their strategic planning processes. So you can have your dashboards or your balance scorecard automatically presenting the data as well as predicting for the next few months, 6 months, 7 months, what is going to be the trend and the figures, the predicted figures. Now, let's talk about some relevant AI technologies for enhancing business planning. We talked about the tools. Let's talk about some of the technologies that will enhance the business planning and make it more effective. The first technology is the RPA, or the robotic process automation. What does it mean? It means the software technology that automates highly repetitive and routine tasks previously performed by humans, and now it is performed by smart systems. And of course, the application, it enables real-time data entry, management, freeing up human resources for more strategic functions. The second technology is the ANN, or the artificial neural networks. And the description of this technology is that it mimics the human brain's neural network to process complex data inputs. And the application of ANNs is used in forecasting, anomaly detection, pattern recognition to derive insights from large data sets. The third technology is the reinforcement learning. And what do we mean by that? It's a type of machine learning where an agent learns to make decisions by taking actions in an environment to maximize the cumulative rewards. The application of this technology, it can be used in optimization problems, scenario simulations within the strategic planning. The fourth technology is the NLP, or the natural language processing technology. The description, of course, it encompasses a large a range of algorithms designed to enable machines to understand and interact in human language. And the application for this is, of course, it's employed for sentiment analysis. What do you mean by sentiment analysis? I will give you an example. Sometimes when you are working in a team, sometimes there will be some challenges between the team members. There will be sometimes a kind of aggression that is going on, and you, as management, you would like to be informed of this. You would like to really know what's going on. So there are some tools that can analyze the emails that team members send to each other. This is called sentiment analysis. It can detect if there is some kind of percentage of aggression, passive aggressiveness that is within the email. It can actually analyze, and it can predict if there is going to be more challenges or risks of having more arguments between the team members. So this can use AI to improve even the work environment within your business. Also, from the applications of the NLP, the customer feedback interpretation, you can actually interpret. If you have surveys, it can just give you all the information that you need based on this feedback, as well as extracting insights from unstructured data sources like social media and reviews. The fifth technology is the cloud-based AI platforms. Right now, cloud is everywhere. It is used in order to minimize the cost. You don't have to use physical servers anymore. You have now the cloud. The cloud can actually have services to analyze the data and actually to provide you with the reports that you need. The description of the cloud-based AI platforms, it provides scalable infrastructure and tools to build, deploy, and manage AI models. Everything will be done through the cloud. And right now, it's a great business. There are many companies right now that are using the cloud-based AI platforms as their main service that they provide. They provide this kind of infrastructure, so you don't have to worry about your physical infrastructure is going to be handled by AI cloud. as well as the application for the cloud-based AI platforms as a technology. It facilitates the cooperation and accessibility of AI resources for strategic planning across different teams and departments. So, by leveraging these tools and technologies, businesses can actually enhance their strategic planning capabilities, ultimately leading to improved decision making and competitive advantage. Moving forward, now we will move to the second module. We will go through the strategic high level concept of digital economy. It's very important to know about this because we need to know where AI fits within the digital economy. If you are thinking strategic, not just operational, if you want to know as an entrepreneur how you can serve your society, how you can serve your country, it's very important to understand where AI fits within the digital economy. So, in order to understand this, the digital economy, according to the latest definition from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, the digital economy, it encompasses all economic activities reliant on or significantly enhanced by the usage of digital inputs, including digital technologies, digital infrastructure, digital services, as well as data. This broader scope, it refers to all producers and all consumers, including governments, that use digital inputs in their economic activities. AI, as you can see in this figure, in this ecosystem, it's an emerging technology. The emergence and evolution of the digital economy is characterized by key defining trends, as well as key enablers, as well as emerging technologies and new business models. Business models include fintech, digital government, and so on. The key enablers, data is a key enabler. Okay, data, as you can see in this diagram, as well as the digital infrastructure, these are key enablers. AI is not a key enabler. AI is an emerging technology similar to 5G, 6G, cloud, IoT, and so on. So it's very important to understand in this diagram. I'm going to use the laser printer here. So it's very important to recognize where AI fits in the ecosystem of the digital economy. Now, moving forward, industries that adopt AI, they are 24 industries. You can see in this slide, there are many industries worldwide that adopt AI, including, for example, I'm just going to pick one example from these 24 industries, healthcare. One of the most powerful applications of AI in healthcare is in diagnostics, where it has the potential to scan better and faster. There are many businesses right now are specialized in healthcare. You as an entrepreneur, you as a company, you can pick any of these 24 industries. This slide is one of my favorite slides. You know why? Because in every industry that you can see, there are some use cases under this industry. It can show you how AI can be used within this industry. So, for example, if you are an entrepreneur and you want to come up with ideas in healthcare to promote your business and to have your business planning working through AI, in that case, you can, for example, see what are the aspects uh, of this sector, and then you can work through this sector. For example, diagnostic, you can come up with a good AI tool that can predict, for example, genetic mutation and making the disease emergence highly predictable, and so on. There are many ideas, and you can have a lot of creativity when you look at such a chart. Let's talk about some case studies in order to further understand more in a deeper level how we can use technologies and AI in our business planning. We will talk very quickly about 3 case studies that illustrate how AI is transforming various industries by improving the efficiency, by enhancing decision making, and delivering better outcomes in manufacturing, finance, and healthcare. These are the 3 case studies. The first case study is manufacturing, how AI helps to optimize the operations. The case study is an organization XYZ. It's an actual organization, however, not to promote any organization. XYZ. XYZ is a multinational technology organization that is focused on industrial automation and distributed energy resources, rail transport, and other activities. So the key features on how AI and IoT technologies are used in manufacturing to optimize production efficiency and to predict maintenance as strategically planning. Uh, First is predictive maintenance, AI algorithms. Me, as a business planner, I would like to use predictive maintenance where I can use AI algorithms to analyze the sensor collected data from machinery and predict the potential failures before they can actually occur. So, this is how AI is helping me to plan for my business in manufacturing. Secondly, is production line optimization, where we can use real time data analytics to adjust the manufacturing processes dynamically, improving throughput and reducing waste. And of course, the impact here is operational efficiency as well as cost saving and improvement for the processes. The second example is finance. If your sector, if your business is in finance, AI application in finance, it's mainly in streamlining risk management. So this case study, it covers one of the fastest growing US financial technology startups. Many innovative lenders rely on this organization XYZ, which is actually a real organization, and I replaced the name with XYZ. Many innovative lenders rely on this organization actually to do more profitable lending through machine learning. How did this financial organization do its planning through AI? It employed AI to improve the credit underwriting and risk assessment for lenders using non traditional data sources and advanced machine learning algorithms. So, for example, alternative data utilization, it analyzes the diverse data points, including social media behavior of the people who want to get money. It also analyzes the purchase patterns of these individuals, the payment history of these individuals beyond conventional credit scores. This will help the machine learning models to predict the likelihood of loan default more accurately than traditional methods. It can identify who are the individuals that we can trust in lending them money. So the impact is increased access to credit, improved risk assessment, as well as market differentiation by enabling this financial organization to actually be a leader in the fintech space due to this innovation in application of AI. The third and last case study is in healthcare. As I have, as I have mentioned, in Saudi Arabia, we have worked on a national project. I was part of the data quality team for that project, so I knew very well all the challenges that we go through when we talk about data and how AI can actually help us and as well as expose the issues that we might have with data, whether it comes data governance, data for example, quality, and so on. So AI technologies, it helps in improving the data analysis and clinical decision support as per the examples that I have mentioned, and this leads to increased accuracy, time efficiency, as well as outcomes improvement. This works both on the level of a company or organization that wants to improve its business, as well as a country that wants to strategically plan for a national, for example, a national disaster or so on. So the last module is how we can enhance data analysis, prediction modeling, and automation. I'm going to go through it very quickly because I know that the time we have a short time remaining. So when we talk about leveraging AI for insightful data analysis, we need to really talk about data collection and integration where we utilize AI-driven tools to aggregate data from multiple sources, as we have mentioned, such as social media, market research, sales, and so on, and ensure real-time data access allows for timely insights. We also mentioned the data visualization, which is very important, as well as the pattern recognition. The pattern recognition is where AI algorithms can identify hidden patterns and anomalies in large data sets that humans might overlook. There are many examples for this. Pattern recognition is also applied in other areas such as customer augmentation, sales, and so on. So, forecasting the outcomes with predictive analysis. First approach is scenario analysis, where we use predictive modeling to simulate various scenarios, such as market entry, product launch, as well as the potential impacts. And then we use algorithms such as regression analysis, decision trees, machine learning models to predict the KPI outcomes. Another approach is the trend identification, where AI tools can analyze historical data to spot emerging trends and highlighting shifts in consumer behavior, for example, leveraging the sentiment analysis from social media for product reception prediction. A third approach is the risk assessment, where we can forecast the potential risks associated with the strategic decisions using AI-based risk assessment tools, as well as mitigate those risks by evaluating what if scenarios based on what we have. The automation in decision making. The first concept is automated data processing, where we implement AI driven automation to handle repetitive data tasks. Real time decision support. This can be easily done by integrating the automated alerts and recommendations based on AI prediction. This is very important in business planning in order to come up with rules or automated alerts at the time, at the spot. So, this is very important in utilizing AI tools, as well as continuous improvement to foster a feedback loop where AI models are regularly updated with new data to improve the prediction accuracy, as well as encourage an agile response to market changes. In conclusion, the integration of AI-driven data strategies into business planning, it represents a transformative opportunity for organizations seeking to enhance decision-making, to optimize operations, and to drive sustainable growth. And by harnessing the power of data analytics and machine learning, businesses can not only predict market trends with greater accuracy, also tailor their strategies. So I'm done with my presentation. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm ready for QA.
Khadija?
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Fadwa, for that very, very informative session. I'm very sure that a lot of us had a lot to take from this. And just before we go ahead with the Q&A session, I think there is the president of Ethiopian Entrepreneurship Association, Ms. Samia Abdulkader. I just wanted to welcome you to the call. And maybe if you can say hi or say a couple of words.
Okay, thank you so much. Can you see me?
No, we can't
I'm so
see you.
I'm in the car. I'm so sorry. What about now? Can you see me now?
No,
Oh, yeah. Can see you now.
okay, yes, we can see you now.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm in a car. And this is Samia Gotu, or Samia Abdul Kader Gotu, my full name. I'm the president for Ethiopian Youth Entrepreneurs Association. It's a wonderful presentation, and I would like to say congratulations for the all achievement, and also for your presentation. It's a lot, and we need to have a lot of session to know more detail about AI and its impacts, and also its use for the young entrepreneurs. So I suggest it needs to be continued, and also it needs to be recurred, and it has to be given as in a course. So it's my pleasure to meet you, dear. And I'm in Dubai, and I'm here to create our second platform, because Ethiopian Young Entrepreneurs Association have the first platform in China. So through our China office, we are doing bilateral trade and investment promotion, and specifically for the technology transfer. Because we African young entrepreneur, we need to have an advanced technology. As you know, most of African countries, we have a challenge toward this, the infrastructure, device, connectivity to implement technology. So it's better to work with UAE and China and other international, other global countries that have the privilege to do and to implement the technology. So maybe next time we will see each other at Saudi, and we will have a coffee there. So everyone in this Zoom, I would like to say this is our time, and we guys have to collaborate together and engage together. One thing I want to mention is also we are also under founding of the the Alliance of African Young Entrepreneurs Association. Like our association, we are looking for Nigerian Young Entrepreneurs Association, Kenyan, Rwandan, all young entrepreneurs association in Africa, and to bring on board all of the association, and to create the alliance, because this association, this alliance will help us to exchange a lot of experience, resources, and information. So I would like to say welcome for this, and I'm really happy to be a part of this. And also I would like to say thank you so much for the organizers, and also the Mr. Nusraddin, and all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm here, and keep in touch, and also please keep pushing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Samia, for that great introduction. I think I just wanted to mention before we move on that we really appreciate a lot of your efforts in terms of entrepreneurship, but I think I really like the aspect of young entrepreneurs as well. I think it's a very big step in the right direction. So thank you so much for the work that you're doing. And I think we can go ahead with the Q&A session. If you have any questions, you can send in the chat or you can ask. But yes, if you have questions, just let us know so that Ms. Fadwa is here to answer. So make sure you ask, all the questions that you have.
Good day. Thank you, Fadwa, for the amazing presentation. Yeah, it was nice, informative, and I think everyone has learned quite a lot. So there's a question actually from the Facebook participants. The Facebook question, and I quote, it states, what can you say about the risk of AI advancing to a point that it may decide to eradicate the human race?
I think
Oh,
you're,
you-
yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, to AI to eradicate the human race, I think this is not possibly going to happen. Simply because there are two levels of AI. The first level is the prediction, and the second level is the judgment. The prediction, AI helps with the prediction. So if you have data, if you have information, huge amount of data, just like generative AI, it can give you content analysis very quickly, can answer your questions, and it will give you the prediction. This is the first level. However, the second level is the judgment that the prediction is accurate. This cannot be done by machines. This cannot be done by AI. AI cannot say, yes, I have done a good job, simply because AI, it depends on the input data. If the data is correct and accurate, then you will end up with correct judgment and prediction. However, if we enter wrong data, or as there's a term called data poisoning. Data poisoning, it's when you have an AI algorithm, you have the data, everything is working properly, and then you have a hacker, and this hacker, he will not damage the whole thing. He will keep everything the way it is so that you will not feel that there is anything wrong. However, this hacker will simply insert some data that will screw the prediction. So you will end up with the wrong prediction through this poisoning of the data. Now, the judgment can only be done by humans. Humans can say if the result is correct or it is biased based on the data that is being entered and so on. So, what does it mean? It means that AI is powerful, however, it is not that powerful because simply it still depends on information. This when we talk about systems. When we talk about robots and drones, there is a percentage of error where it comes that, for example, there are some occurrences that happened in some factories where the robot actually attacked the human being. It was supposed to do some kind of manufacturing operations in the factory. However, it ended up injuring one of the human employees. I would say these are some kind of like occasional or frequent incidents that may happen. However, it is not because the AI is planning to really do some kind of issue to the human race. I believe that, as we have mentioned, there are three types of AI. We are now in the weak AI. The other super AI, this is in the future. It's like a dream of the scientists. However, I believe it's not going to happen soon because it still depends on how humans control AI.
I like that. Thank you for answering that. So I had a question of my own. Khadija?
Yes, just very quickly before we ask another question, I think that's another guest that I would like to acknowledge, which is Fatu Undao from the Gambia. I don't know, Fatu, if you have a couple of words to say before we move on with the Q&A session. Hello, Fatu Undao, can you hear me?
Hello, good
Yes.
afternoon. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry, we're having a very bad internet here. So the video call will make it very bad because our network is not stable right now. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to our speaker. It was really a very interesting session that we had. We have all learned a lot, and I believe that with what she has given us, there's a new space for Africa. regarding with this AI for effective business planning of the young entrepreneurs that are coming up. We, especially in the Gambia, we always have this big problem when it comes to how do we use AI to help us with our businesses. So with what we have learned here, the slides, the presentation, actually I came in very late, so I couldn't catch up with all, but with the little that I have learned, it's really interesting, and it's gonna take Africa to the next level. Yeah.
Okay, Fatu, thank you very much for that. And I think I saw a raised hand. Someone had a question.
That was Musa. Musa, yes, go ahead.
Congo. Thank you very much. Good. One very nice presentation. Question here is there any intention opportunities on AI which we can leverage on? And I'm joining here from Congo.
Okay, I'm going to answer this question. There are a lot of opportunities for AI in various sectors. Like I have mentioned in one of the slides, we have at least 24 sectors that can utilize AI. It's very important to be innovative. It's very important to be creative. It's very important to think for your business what could be potential opportunities in any of these sectors and work on it. Right now, education is a major field where you can utilize AI. Also healthcare, manufacturing, even military. There are many sectors that can utilize AI, even in the media right now for content creation. As you can see, there are many AI tools that can help with the content creation. So it really depends on what sector you are working on in your business. And then you can think about gaps. As we always think strategically, when we think about strategic planning, we always think SWOT analysis. If we have a product or a service, we do SWOT analysis so that we can know what are the strengths and the weaknesses, and we study the market. We try to find gaps, some requirements that people need and they are not yet served. So this is where technology can help in order to achieve the objectives. AI is just a means. It's a tool that will help us to achieve the objectives that we are looking for, whether it's providing more services to the clients, to the customer satisfaction through selling our products, whether it's reducing the cost, whether it's optimizing the performance, reducing risks. There are many areas, as we have mentioned in the presentation, where you are targeting AI as a means to help. So definitely you need just to be creative, and you need to always think, as they say, out of the box. Think about your own business, what is your sector, and how you can find solutions. Now, regarding opportunities, I'm going to talk about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia right now, we are open, very open to investments. If there is a company that has good business, good solution, we encourage very much this kind of cooperation between us and other countries. There are many engagements. Like yesterday, I was in one major like one major event in Saudi Arabia. This is called BIBAN. BIBAN, this is a gathering of entrepreneurs from all over the world. It's like a 5-day event. And every company that has got an idea or a product or a service that is being very innovative, new, that can help Saudi Arabia as well as other countries, they are more welcome to come and present it, and they can have a chance for investors to see it and so on. So Saudi Arabia right now is very active with this kind of events and conferences. And definitely you are all more than welcome to visit Saudi Arabia. It's your second country, and we will be more than glad to receive any kind of services that you provide and any opportunities that you might see.
Okay. Thank you very much for that answer, Ms. Fadwa. And I think I have one more question, but before I move on to the question, there's one more guest that I would like to acknowledge. We have Adiza from Ghana. I don't know, Adiza, if you'd like to say a couple of words, maybe welcoming words to the speaker or any words that you have on the topic that we have here today.
Yeah, hello everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you so much. I wasn't able to join early on, but I think judging from what the others have been speaking, I think you did a great job and thank you so much. I think with regards to the AI aspect, in Ghana here we have numerous institutions that are pioneering AI, and I think this is good. We look forward to really collaborating as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for that. But I think I have one question from some of our audiences on YouTube and also from Facebook. I think they wanted to ask, in terms of some of the first steps that they can take when it comes to establishing or implementing AI into their business planning, what is some of the practical, advice that you can give to people, some of the easiest, kind of like the low-hanging fruits or the easy ways to get into implementing AI in terms of business planning?
Okay, now there are many tools that you can do and many steps that you can take. First, you need to, I'm going to talk a little bit technical since you are interested in this actual steps for AI. First, you need to host your AI script. There are several platforms that you can host your AI projects and get to train your models. There are many cloud providers like internationally available cloud providers. So when you start your business, you need the first step is to host your AI script. You have an AI script and you would like to host it. So you need to look for cloud providers. I'm going to give just examples for these international available AI cloud providers. For example, Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud Platform or Microsoft Azure. These are all available platforms where you can host your AI projects and train your models. Also, it's very important to have to acquire the data. The type of data that you need, it will depend on your AI project. However, there are several sources where you can find data sets, and these data sets are free data sets where you can actually do this kind of training for machine learning to test your models. For example, there are open data sets such as UCI machine learning repository or open data portals such as data.gov or European data portal or other data sets that are available from governments. And it's also very important as a step when you are working in your project is to code the AI script. So coding the AI script, you need to really think about the programming languages that you are going to use. Python is the most popular language for AI and machine learning because of its extensive libraries such as TensorFlow or PyTorch and so on. Java, R is often used for statistical analysis and data visualizations. So you need also to think about the programming languages. Of course, I'm talking about it. This is what you need to strategically think when you are working in order to implement an AI algorithm or an AI tool. So if you are thinking from the technicality, this is what you need. And of course, there are available frameworks and libraries that use open source libraries, and they can be easily used. So this is how you need to think about as technical. If you are thinking about it from strategic point of view, you need first to see your strategy, what are your objectives, and how you can improve the performance of your KPIs based on using AI, what AI can do for you. So, and of course, you need to make sure that you do analysis, your financial analysis. You need to know your budget. If you are able to purchase an AI tool, a ready tool, great. If you can have a tool that you can customize, it's great. If you don't have that, however, you have a good programmer, then you need to follow the steps that I have mentioned in order to come up with your own AI code. So there are many steps that you can do. However, it depends on your business and what are your resources and your ability, whether to purchase or to create your own AI.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello?
Hello, we can hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
we can.
thank you. My name is Mondawal from here, Kaduna, Nigeria. I have a question, though the question is similar to that one asked by Isabel Ozimu. So it's about this AI. There are speculations that saying that there will be AI systems. So the question I have here is, what are the potential consequences, both positive and negative, if they surpass human intelligence? And how can we ensure their alignment with human values? This is the question I have.
Well,
Is it clear?
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. Actually, AI ethics is one of the um, topics that is being discussed all over the world. Even UNESCO is concerned with AI ethics, especially with the rapid evolvement of technologies and advanced technologies such as AI, because AI can be used for the good. However, it can also be damaging. For example, I'm sure you all heard about deep fake and how AI can be utilized in order to simulate images and videos and create um, images that doesn't actually exist, however, with real faces of people. So it can create disasters, actually, when it comes even to politicians. It can affect their reputation and so on. So this kind of concern, I think what I have answered both, like the AI ethics part and the challenges of AI. Um, how we can control this is by having policies and regulations, just like what the UN is now working on with all the countries. UNESCO, they are agreeing on some regulations to make sure that there will be penalties to the companies that actually create AI tools that can harm humans. So in that case, there will be some consequences, as well as the people who utilize these tools in order to create negative effect out of them. These are also going to be penalized. So these are all regulations and policies that are being considered right now. There are in Europe some regulations that are put in place, and now companies in Europe are actually um, trying to balance between creativity and making sure that AI ethics is there. Because some of the solutions that they can think about as products, it can actually be used both sides, for the good or for the bad. Now, coming to your question, when it comes to AI, if AI actually surpasses the human intelligence, as I have mentioned, AI is helping very much to analyze the data very quickly. It can do things humans cannot do. If, for example, you are in a manufacturing company and you are collecting many small pieces in order to make a car, if you have sensors, cameras, it can actually detect all these pieces and it can predict if there is going to be an issue with one of these pieces or it's going to require some kind of maintenance in the future. Human eye cannot actually see this all the time. So yes, AI can do things right now that humans cannot do. So if you think about it, we can say that AI right now is smarter than humans because it can do things quicker and more accurately. However, I don't think that AI one day can actually harm humans intentionally, like come up with a plan to destroy the planet and so on. I think this is more considered into as good stories for movies and scientific movies. However, I don't believe that this could happen one day because simply humans will not allow this to happen.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for that answer. I don't know if anyone has some final questions before we close the call today.
Yeah, I've got a few, actually. So firstly, Ms. Fadwa, I'll be in Saudi in December for the Internet Governance Forum. I'm not sure if you're attending. You are. Oh, perfect. We shall meet there. I'll be sure to drop you a message. So with reference to AI driven AI data-driven strategies, with of course looking at AI. I earlier today had the honor of being on the AU AI Continental Strategy meeting. And one of the issues that were discussed in that meeting was that the finances relating to the adoption of AI, especially from a local perspective, right? So with that being said, how do you think that local businesses, especially from a small scale, can utilize AI without having to incur those hefty business costs?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so this is actually a very good question. There are small businesses right now, they don't have the costs. We can say we don't have enough budget, especially that AI is an expensive technology. So there are many solutions that these small businesses can do in order to afford AI tools. First, many AI software solutions are now available at affordable prices, specifically designed for small businesses. There are actual tools that are specifically targeting small businesses, and it's available. These tools can help to automate tasks, improve decision making, and so on. So, not all AI tools are expensive, not all AI tools are targeting corporates, big corporates. Some of them are actually now available at affordable prices to small companies. In addition, utilizing the cloud services right now are available, and these target small and medium enterprises. Instead of worrying about having hosting the AI and everything is done in the cloud. Everything is available with third-party providers that can actually host your data, do the analysis for you, and do the reporting for you, and give you the predictive analysis through AI. You don't have to worry about any of that. All you have to do is just work together with them on your objectives and what you would like to achieve, and leave even the maintenance to them. So also the cloud solutions, as I have mentioned, this another way, and either the tools that are designed specifically for small and medium enterprises or the cloud services. In addition, I think it's very important to identify the key areas within your business that AI can actually make the most impact, and prioritize them for implementation. You don't have to use AI for every single thing in your business. This is going to be extremely expensive. However, if you prioritize what you can use specifically for AI, and you need to make sure of this AI assessment, there are some AI assessment tools that can help you to know what are the areas in your business where you actually need AI. AI is not a luxury tool just to say that I have AI, so you are going to buy expensive tools. No, this is not the right way of utilizing AI in your business. You have to really focus on the key areas within your business where you need AI. As I have mentioned, cloud-based solutions are also very important because you can even use it for scalability and flexibility. It will help the business to access AI capabilities without the need of heavy upfront investments in any infrastructure. You don't have, as a small or medium sized enterprise, to worry about infrastructure at all. Through the cloud-based solutions, everything can be done for you. Also always start small and then scale up. Like begin with pilot projects or small scale implementations to test the efficiency of AI solutions within your business operations. Once you see positive results, and once this can help you to actually increase your income and come up with positive impact on your business, then you can gradually scale up your AI initiatives as needed. So always start small. I think, Kamal, also it's very important to invest in training programs in order to help your employees to understand how to effectively utilize AI tools. Or even if you have AI programmers, it's very important to keep them up to date with trainings and upskilling, and how they can utilize the AI tools within their specific roles. This can help also to enhance the productivity and ensure a smoother transition to AI-driven processes. And let's not forget that we have open source libraries, open source data sets that can be used for training models. This is available, it's free of charge, and it can actually help you to come up with your own AI algorithms. You don't have to purchase tools. You can do everything in-house if you wish.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I have also another question from the meeting chat. First one is, are there any AI internship opportunities at FSAP Consulting?
Okay. FSAP Consulting, right now, we are not actually hiring. We just provide consultations and trainings. Actually, FSAP Consulting, just to give more information about the office, it's a single person consulting office. I provide consultancy to several organizations in Saudi Arabia as a single person consultancy office. Right now, I don't have like employees or staff. I'm more flexible. It helps me to work very freely and come up with decisions very quickly. I don't have to worry about having longer time in decision making when I have a team. So I'm moving very, very flexible on my own. So I'm considered like a freelance consultant. My office, I receive through it requests for trainings, training sessions, because I'm a certified trainer as well as a consultant. So I do both. So this is how my business is.
Nice, thank you. And another question again is, if data has been analyzed, this is from Mohammed. If data has been analyzed and stored by the same AI, how can we retrieve the data when the machine defaulted? Yeah.
Okay. Usually, we always have backup servers, backup repositories. We always in while development, we don't work in production environment right away. We have usually development, staging, and production. And each one of these environments, they have got its own servers. So if you are working physically, you have data. This data is kept in your databases. You do have backup and maintenance operations that are being done to your data regularly. You have, for example, a data center where you are keeping your servers and the data, and there are some administrators who supervise to make sure that the data is stored properly. These are all the rules and responsibilities of database administrators to make sure that the data is being properly there. And it's always advisable to keep your data backups, if we're talking physically, to keep them in distant locations, because sometimes some disasters can actually happen in a certain data center, for example, flooding or hurricanes or fire or any kind of disaster. So it's always advisable to physically keep your backup in a different location so that you will make sure that you don't lose it. This is, of course, in the case that you have your own physical servers. If you have a third party company that keeps your data, for example, in the cloud, they have their own mechanisms, especially if we are talking about large organizations or government entities that depend on cloud as their business provision to companies and enterprises. They have their own strategies to make sure that the data is intact.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And there's a last question here from Mohammed again. I think this is a different Mohammed. And I can also answer that one as well. But the question is, how can we ensure that AI serves humanity in a safe, ethical, and equitable way? Looking at how fascinating AI can be as well as scary over its capabilities. Can I go first, then you take over after? Okay, so Mohammed, with AI ethics, if you can look at, and I will link it in the chat, there are UNESCO guidelines that were drafted, rather, to help the people that create these AI models to create them in a manner that is transparent, what's this thing called? Human rights centric. So whenever you create an AI, or whenever you even regulate AI, as a lot of countries are striving towards regulating AI currently, you need to ensure that how you create the AI and how you also regulate the AI comes from a human rights-based approach, which actually, from my perspective, it helps curbing the fear that is around the world, the global, which is AI is here to replace our jobs, AI is here to kill us, and anything that just reflects badly on this emerging technology. If you read up UNESCO's guideline, the UNESCO AI guidelines, you'll be able to find, I think, a well-rounded up answer from experts in this field that speaks to that as well.
Yes, I totally agree with this. As you have mentioned, you are 100% right. Human-centric approach is one of the aspects that UNESCO is very much focused on achieving. So AI should be developed and used in ways that will benefit humanity and enhance human well-being and dignity. Also, as you have mentioned, transparency, accountability. I think accountability also is a very important aspect, because there should be clear accountability mechanisms in place for AI technologies, ensuring that both individuals and organizations can be held responsible for the outcomes of AI applications. also to make sure that there is fairness and no bias. AI systems should not be designed to bias or deployed in a way that will create bias in any way. It should be very fair. Privacy is very, very important, like data protection. Who has access to the data? Who has access to the outcomes of the AI? Who can actually use this data and how it can be used, and the predictions, how it can be used so that it will respect even the individual's privacy and adhere to the data protection standards and policies and regulations through UNESCO and other countries. I think also maybe one aspect of UNESCO, if I'm not mistaken, it was sustainability. AI development, it should always consider the environmental and social impact, promoting sustainable practices that do not harm the planet or society. And I think this is a major challenge because actually AI, in order for you to train a model, it is actually not environmental friendly. Like in order for you to train the model, there is a lot of heat and pollution that is caused. So sustainability, it could be a challenge how we can actually advance with AI at the same time ensure sustainability.
Okay, thank you so much for your answers to all the questions, and thank you for your patience. And I think it's about time we close the call so that it doesn't go on for too long. I think Nasruddin has a couple of closing words before we end the call. So, Mr. Malam Nasser, if you can please say a couple of words before we close.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Fadwa, I have no words to thank you. First of all, when I invited Fadwa, she said, well, she will come humbly. I'm highly honored. I want you to meet the emerging generation in Africa. We have talented people who are AI savvy. And inshallah, by December, we are coming to the AI governance. We were supposed to be in the Global Cybersecurity Forum last month, but we due to some things, we could not make it. Riyadh is our home, and we are happy to have you. Nigeria and Africa as a whole is yours. I want to assure you that we have so many talented AI savvy who want to do AI in full scale. Here, as I showed you yesterday, from age 6 to 17, we train in these emerging technologies. And we are happy to have you. Your all gifts from Trilogy will come down to Riyadh very soon. I have no words to thank you, Fadwa. Thank you very, very much. And I was one time in Geneva during the ITU summit, as the people in Gambia are telling you about the network issue. So they are reminding you to fix the network for them. Thank you, Fadwa. Ahlan wa sahlan, as we said in so many languages. They can say it here, sawa in Swahili, barka da zuwa in Nigeria, and different languages here are here. We thank you very much, Fadwa. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me. It's been an honor, a privilege to be with you today. And thank you all for your all great efforts. I'm privileged to be with you today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Fadwa. Thank you, Nasruddin, for those great words. Thank you, Sabelo, for helping us with some of the questions online. And a very big thank you to everyone that joined the call. I'm sure we all agree that the information shared today is quite useful. I think in today's age, everyone is more into entrepreneurship, into businesses. So I think it's really great that we understand the tools that are available to us. So thank you, Ms. Fadwa, for this great talk. Thank you, Trilogy, for organizing this. And I hope everyone has a great rest of their day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Are we ending the call now?